is the story of two fishermen and their families. Chone and Semisi are close friends who grew up together. They went to the same school and both decided to become fishermen. They always liked to compete to see who could catch the most fish. Semisi, or Rambo as his friends call him, likes to take chances. Chone, on the other hand, believes in playing it safe. Chone is married to Rambo's sister, Kura, while Rambo is married to Maria, and they have 2 children.
Hey, Johnny, if you keep on putting all that extra gear on your boat, it will be so heavy. It only go half as fast as mine.
Better safe than sorry.
You're the one to be sorry. I'll catch a ton of fish before you even leave. You're always the last to leave.
Have you caught a ton yet?
Well, just about.
Now. I'm going down the coast to the point to do some bottom fishing. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to stay here and fish around the van.
Well, I'll be back at 4 p.m. What time will you be going in?
I'll be going when the ice box is full.
You'll be staying out all night then?
That is spark plug. I've got a spare somewhere here, haven't I? Good one.
must have left for home already. I wonder how much he got.
Hey, Johnny! Look this way! Are you blind or something, you crazy fool? Hey, over here! Over here! Over here! Hey, over here! Hey!
Where's Rambo? Hasn't he come back yet?
No, Johnny. And I thought he was coming home early today. We have to go to his auntie's house tonight. Do you think something has happened to him?
No. It's close to flat calm out there today. He's probably chasing some fish somewhere. I'm going to take my fish up to my fisheries freezer, but if he's not back in a couple of hours, I'll go back out and look for him before it gets too dark.
Thanks, Johnny.
Rambo should have been back by now, so we better start looking for him. Don't worry, Maria. I think his engine has broken down, as he has been having trouble with it lately. I hope he doesn't go back to the next village instead of coming straight home. I wouldn't like making this trip for nothing.
No, Johnny. He wouldn't do that today. We're going to Auntie's tonight. I have told him to get a small spare engine like you have. But you know Rambo, he never listens to anyone. Except maybe that bunch he sees down the beach every weekend. And they do not know much.
Okay, I'm going to leave my VHF radio on channel 16. Kura, you go up to the fisheries office and listen on their set. We will be able to keep in touch and I can let you know how things are going.
Okay. Maria, why don't you stay here in case Rambo comes back?
Too bad Rambo didn't get one of these when the fisheries were selling them cheap. If he did, we could find out from him what was happening. We'll go downwind in 60 degrees sector search pattern, like that man from the fisheries told us to do on safety course. You stand up as high as you can and keep a lookout from right ahead to the beam on either side. I will keep a lookout from the beam to the stern on both sides, just in case we pass him. Down near the fence, we should have seen him by now. If we don't find him soon, we'll have to give up. We can't find him in the dark. And he has no torch or distress flares. We'll have to give up. He's probably home having dinner while we're out here searching.
They are not going to see me. Over here! Over here! Over here! What took you so long? Oh, thanks for the help yesterday, bro. I'm going down to the beach and have some beers with the boys. Come, join us.
Thanks, Rambo. I'll be down later. I have something to finish here first.
Okay, see you.
Hey, wait a minute, Rambo. You have to be a bit more careful out there.
Yeah, I know. Here comes the lecture.
You know, most of what happened yesterday wouldn't have happened if you had some decent gear on board. You didn't have anything to eat or drink or any way of keeping you warm in bad weather. If you had a paddle, you could have used it to take you to the fat to tie up to. If you had a spare engine, like my boat, or even a sail, you could have made it back to the village.
Yeah.
You couldn't bail out your boat properly. What happens if you get swamped by big wave?
Oh, when was the last time you swamped by big waves?
If you had a parachute rocket or a smoke signal, we could have seen you straight away.
Look, big brother, those parachute rockets cost $30. Anyway, you saw my Rambo special?
You're worried about $30. Think about what your Rambo special cost you. A new ice box and all the fish you dumped. That's an awful lot more than $30.
But I still caught the most fish last week.
You should at least tell someone where you'll be fishing and when you're planning to come back. That way, if you don't turn up, we know something is wrong. You should also have some signal devices, Rambo. Mirror, a torch, a flare, or better yet, a VHF radio like mine.
Oh, I've got a radio, and I can get music on my radio.
Be serious for once, Rambo.
Oh, why should I? You're serious enough for both of us.
I wasn't the one who got towed home. You should come to the safety course which the fisheries ran. It was free, even though I've been fishing for a long time. I learned a lot from it.
What you learned was how to spend money. It must have cost you a fortune buying all that gear.
There are a lot of things on the safety checklist which don't cost money. Look here. These paddles won't cost you anything. You already have plenty paddles for your canoe. The bailer are made out of an old plastic bottle with a handle. A plastic bucket won't cost you much. You didn't have any tools with you. But I know you got the tools when you bought the engine. That shouldn't cost you anything. You don't even carry any spare fuel or fresh water, Rambo. You can just use plastic containers. They are not expensive. They will last forever with a little care.
Oh, what's this shade for? It's just more junk to carry.
If you are stuck out there for any length of time, you'll soon appreciate having it. Mine is orange, so I can be seen from an airplane.
All you have mentioned so far is cheap stuff.
I know. Some things do cost quite a bit, like a parachute rocket, a VHF radio. A proper life jacket may be a bit expensive, but if you can't afford one, you should have some sort of a flotation on your boat, like a long line float, to hang on to in case your boat sinks.
Oh, my boat isn't going to sink. But yours might, with all this stuff.
A small outboard motor may be a bit expensive, but you can get a second-hand one.
Ha! Even that sounds expensive. How much would that cost?
$350 for a second-hand one.
Hey, that's 14 cartons of beer. I think I'll wait until the price comes down to 5 cartons of beer.
How much is your life worth anyway? 10 cartons? Even if you didn't buy an engine, you could have made it back to land if you had a sail on board. And that isn't expensive.
Okay. You can stop the lecture now. I realize I've been a bit slack and Maria has been nagging me too. Listen, I'll start getting the easy gear and then maybe buy some more expensive stuff when I get some good catches.
That's good, Rambo. That's
But
good.
none of that stuff going to happen to me.
Don't think it can happen to you, Rambo.
See you, Johnny. should make Uncle Johnny and Mommy very happy. Next week, we'll make a mast and a sail. And I'll see about getting a spare outboard, money, fishing, and beer permitting.
We have worked really hard today, Dad.
Fishermen always work hard, son. When you grow up, will you be a fisherman like your dad?
No, I'm going to be a fisherman like Uncle Johnny. Mom says he takes more care.
You ask Uncle Johnny who catches the most fish.
I have, Dad. He says he does.
We'll see about that.
Maria, what's wrong?
Rambo left to go fishing early this morning. I'm really worried about him in this weather.
Didn't he hear the weather forecast before he left? There is a strong wind warning out. It's too rough to fish in this weather. He has to come back or find shelter. Did he say where he was going or when he's coming back?
No, he just left early by himself. The weather was all right then.
Maybe he took all the safety gear with him.
Let's go check. He went to all of this trouble making this gear, then in so much of a hurry, he didn't even stop to put any of it on board. It's not much use to him here in the shed. He hasn't even taken his spare fuel. Because of this weather, he may run out.
What can we do, Johnny? Will he be all right?
The weather is very rough. Kura, go to the fisheries office and telephone search and rescue. They'll get people to look or to telephone the various places he might be sheltering. They might even start a search at sea. I'll get another couple of men from the village and we'll go out searching in my boat.
What shall I tell them?
Get some people. Maria, what time did he leave?
He left about 5 this morning. Oh, Johnny, I'm worried.
I know. He would have started back when the wind started blowing, so he should have been back by now. Kura, tell search and rescue the boat is a white 6-meter fiberglass skiff. One person on board. Possibly not a lot of fuel. He might have gone to the Fed, but we're not sure. Have you got that?
What are you going to do, Johnny?
I'm going on my boat to look for him. Kura, you better give them the details of my boat. In case they mistake us, tell them there'll be 3 people on board and I'll be listening on my radio on channel 16. I'll have my orange sheet over the seat so they can see me.
Should I tell them where you're going?
Of course. We'll start looking downwind from the Fed for 20 miles. Then we try downwind from the point. We'll keep going until dark or until we get low on fuel. Don't worry, Maria. We'll find him for you.
Search and rescue. Yes, you can report that to me. Hold on a moment, please. Okay, could you go ahead slowly, please?
Okay. He's in a white 6-meter fiberglass skiff. He left about 5 this morning. My husband is searching for him downwind from the point.
Okay, I have all of that. It doesn't sound too good. I think we'll have to mount a full-scale search. Yes, I'll get the local police department to look into all villages in the vicinity. And I'll get in touch with the Navy operations and the civil aviation. Yeah, we'll contact Johnny by radio straight away and when we start the search. Can you come down and fill out some forms so we're sure we have all the information we need?
Yes, all right. I'll come down as soon as I can.
All right then, see you soon. Hello, Navy operations? Could I speak to Lieutenant Rata, please? Lieutenant Rata? Sir, this is the Search and Rescue Center. We have what looks like a full-scale alert here, sir. Fishing skiff is missing off the west coast. Yes, and we have to start a search. Can you alert your people and have a boat prepared?
I'll get my men underway within an hour. You contact civil aviation and get them mobilized.
Yes, sir. I'll come down and assist with coordination. Thank you, sir. See you soon. Hello, Civil Aviation?
Civil Aviation, yeah.
Civil Aviation, could I speak with your duty officer, please? Hello, duty officer. Search and rescue here.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's you, Sunya. Yes, we have another emergency.
Not another boat.
Yes, another idiot has gone out without proper care. Maybe serious.
Right, go ahead.
Can you have an aircraft up?
Sure, but it'll take several hours. All the aircrafts are committed right now.
Okay, the Navy will have a boat out by then, and we could have a coordinated search.
Roger. Any other boats there?
Yes, sir, one other fishing boat is already out on its way to help in the search. Can you get a long-range forecast and come down to Navy operations?
Yes, I'll do it right away.
Okay then, see you soon.
We can't see very far with this wind and sea. We'll be lucky to see him even if he pass close. We'll keep looking over the horizon. We'll stop every 10 minutes to have a better look.
My men are steering towards the Feb now on one of our patrol boats. They should be there by 1300 hours. I assume I shall take charge here. My captain should be coordinate a surface search.
Of course, sir.
That's okay by me. We will not be able to get an aircraft up until 1500 hours. All our aircraft are in use, so we'll have to prepare and fuel the first aircraft that arrive from his regular flight. What search pattern we will use, Lieutenant Rata?
That's difficult. This man has broken every rule in the book. He could be within a 50-mile radius, depending on where he was when he broke down and how long he has been drifting.
He doesn't have a sea anchor to slow down his drift, sir. But we'll have to start searching somewhere.
I assume a datum based on him being at the Fed when he broke down, and allow a drift assuming he broke down around 9 this morning. The patrol boat will start an expanding square search from this datum position until the aircraft arrives, and we can do a coordinated search using a ship as a marker.
There's another fisherman named Chone helping in the search, Lieutenant.
Yes, and he has a portable VHF radio too, sir.
Good. We'll keep in touch with Johnny and coordinate him into the search. He's got a very small boat and shouldn't be out there, but every bit helps.
Yes, that's okay. Our pilot is very experienced. He knows what to do. What do you think are the chances we'll find him?
Well, it's difficult to see a small boat from either an aircraft or a ship in this weather.
Yes, and this man doesn't have any smoke signals or flares either, sir.
God! Even if he sees a plane, he won't be able to signal to them to attract their attention. What's the weather forecast?
It will be like this for another 24 hours before it's due to moderate.
Course 290, all engines are full ahead. Begin, getting off. Sir.
It's too dark now to look anymore. Let's all get some sleep. We'll leave before first light tomorrow and continue with the search. The Navy boat is out there. They'll start searching again at daylight. So will the airplane. Don't worry, Maria. We'll find him for you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thanks for all your help.
Where are you, Rambo? Where are you?
Come in.
Hi. I called you earlier. I'm the reporter from Radio Pacific. I've come for that official information on the lost fisherman you promised me.
Yes, I've prepared it for you.
Thanks.
This contains all the details about the boat, the fishermen involved, and what we've been doing so far. The search has stopped for the night, but we hope to start again tomorrow morning with the same Navy boat and an extra aircraft.
I will also need a little more general information on search and rescue if I'm going to do a program on this. Do you mind if I ask a few additional questions?
Ask and I'll see what I could do.
Thanks. Can you give me some figures on how many of these searches are done each year and the cost?
Yes, this is the 7th search we've done this year. Last year we did 23 searches. 21 was successful, and in one case we never found the crew. And in the other, the boat was finally washed ashore at the next island group to the west. But one old man had died by then. Throughout Pacific, there are about 360 recorded cases each year, with about 60 involving the loss of life.
And the cost?
People just do not realize how expensive search and rescue is.